Gemini, Libra, and Taurus. The hopeless romantics of the zodiac. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. If you're a first-time watcher, I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader. And I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you. Please visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? If you have any questions, check out the FAQ and the personal ethics section, okay? And my tarot readings are only $1 per minute. And if you would also like a birth chart reading, you can do that on my website. You can purchase that on my website as well, lamartownsendtarot.com. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. The links will be down below in the description box. Sorry. Alright, so sometimes I speak way too fast. And I have to catch up with my own self, right? So Libra, Gemini, and Taurus, the hopeless romantics of the zodiac. Well, let's start with Libra and Taurus, actually. Libra and Taurus both have something in common. They're both ruled by Venus, the planet Venus. And the planet Venus rules love, romance, passion, friendship, materialism, money, things of that nature, beauty, harmony, peace. So these two zodiac signs are by nature hopeless romantics. By nature, people who believe in love very deeply. These two zodiac signs, Libra and Taurus, whereas Libra is an air sign and Taurus is an earth sign, so they approach love maybe in a different way. They both definitely share that same Venusian energy where they just have a deep need to find love and find that deep kind of love that fulfills them in a way, right? And then we have Gemini. Interesting, right? The kind of outlier. And I say that because Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury deals with the mind, communication, travel, things of that nature, intellect, intelligence. So here we have two zodiac signs that are ruled by Venus, and then we have one that is ruled by Mercury. Well, it's interesting because in tarot, actually, Gemini is ruled by the card the Lovers. And the Lovers usually in tarot is symbolized with passion, love, clearly, right? Harmony, choosing the right partner, choosing the right option for you, and not, and choosing the right partner for you in the sense of not just for vanity purposes, not just for, materialistic purposes, but just on a deep, love kind of soul level, similar to kind of Taurus and Libra, who kind of yearn to find that love as well, right? But it's interesting because Gemini is also ruled by, or symbolized by the twins. So here we have, a person who often contradicts themselves maybe sometimes, or struggles to kind of find the love that they actually need and so deeply search for, right? So in three different ways, by the way, Gemini is an air sign. We have three zodiac signs who are on it seems like an everlasting quest to find the love that they seek, right? And they can sometimes find themselves because of that in not the best situations, it's called hopeless romantic for a reason. These people are in a way kind of hopeless but hopeful at the same time, which kind of lands them sometimes in sticky waters, right? When you mix hopelessness with hopefulness, you kind of get a blend, that creates insecurity, right? And insecurity breeds negativity, right? Which attracts insecurity and negativity back to you. So one thing I think these zodiac signs need to kind of focus on is finding balance emotionally, finding balance in terms of what they seek in terms of love, and then, kind of feeding whatever it is they seek, feeding that to themselves, right? Like, you have to be the person you want. Does that make sense? Like, you have to, think of your ideal mate, whether it's, of the opposite sex or the same sex, Think of your ideal mate and the qualities that you want that person to have. By the way, my moon is in Libra, so, clearly I know what I'm talking about, right? My ideal mate, for example, as the moon in Libra, would clearly be someone who values peace, values harmony, values romance on not a superficial level, but a very deep kind of soul fulfilling level. Clearly a person that is able to make their own money, a person who's ambitious, a person who is emotionally balanced, but at the same time is protective, because remember, Libra kind of yearns for that Aries energy, because Libra and Aries are opposite signs, and Aries is known for being very strong and, hot-headed, and kind of like the person that's very protective, and stands up for everyone, right? So, like, I like that kind of energy, but at the same time, like, I can't yearn for that and not be that, right? As a Libra, or as a Taurus, or as a Gemini. I don't have prominent Taurus in my chart, or I don't have any Gemini in my chart, actually, I don't think. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be the person I want, and it's important that you kind of get that as a Gemini, Libra, Taurus, so you don't find yourself in constant hopeless situations, right? Because it's called hopeless romantic for a reason. Like, you're hopeless. Like, you're your hope is gone. You're not believing that you're gonna find the person that's out there. You don't believe that your self-worth is shot. Usually your self-esteem is shot at that point when you're hopeless. So you're just going to kind of keep attracting those kind of situations to you, right? But when you're hopeful, and just hopeful, not hopeful and hopeless, like that, it's not going to work that way, and if you're just hopeless, well, I'm sorry, you know how that goes, right? We've just talked about it. Hopelessness is just going to attract more hopelessness to you. A mix of hopelessness with hopefulness is going to attract, that same kind of energy to you, which isn't really good nor bad, right? And then we have someone who's just hopeful, who's wishing for the best, who's thinking the best, who's encompassing those qualities that they want in a partner, and putting that out in the universe, and being positive, and only sending out positive vibes out into the universe, and only thinking positive vibes, only thinking positive thoughts about themselves, and about other people as well. Mind you, Libra, Geminis, and Tauruses are very judgmental too, okay? Let's get that straight, all right? Especially Libras, all right? Libras are the sign of the scales, balance. I mean, think Judge Judy. Judge Judy is a Libra sun, and, like, she judges people for a living, right? So, but it's important to, when you're balanced emotionally, you kind of, it's not judging, it's seeing the best, it's kind of seeing the best in people, not giving people the benefit of the doubt, so to speak, like, not like giving people leeway to kind of, not being naive, but at the same time, like, seeing their worst qualities, but accepting the best. Does that make sense? But being mindful of their worst qualities as well, moving forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not be delusional, in that way. Like, seeing only the best in people and ignoring their worst qualities is a bit of delusion, right? We can't do that, because that leads us into hopeless situations sometimes, right? So, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, really, it's just about loving ourselves, I think, pretty much. We have to love ourselves. We are the hopeless romantics of the Zodiac. We're not the only ones. There are a few others out there, but there are levels to it, right? And I think we're at the top, all right? It just is what it is, okay? I could talk about some of the ones below us, but, you know, I think it's just about us three right now, right? I mean, the others can listen in and get some info if they want, but, you know, this is for my Libras, Geminis, and Tauruses out there. If we want to talk about another zodiac sign, we can do another video, all right? All right. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this chat, all right? I hope you enjoyed this little cute podcast. And I'm going to finish my coffee and eat my bacon and egg sandwich from Starbucks, but without the bacon. Because, yeah, no shade to people who eat bacon. But, anyways, all right, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And I appreciate you. Please contact me for your own personal private tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Any information, check out the FAQ section and me personal ethics section. Subscribe, and peace out, guys.